Hey everyone, welcome to the Hot Seat on this Media Monday. I'm Ron Klopfanstein.
And I'm Lily Christopher, and I'm excited to be co-hosting with Ron for the whole hour today.
Coming up, Lily and I will talk to WKTV reporter and producer Nolan Hyman about starting a career in local television news, what it's like to report on the community where he grew up.
Later, we'll take you to the Mohawk Valley Latino Association, the Mohawk Valley Latino Association's 20th Annual Latino Festival at Hanna Park.
And before we go, Howard Peters from Utica Royalties will join us to preview the Royal Roots and Rhythms Festival, a free celebration of culture and community happening this Saturday at Hanna Park.
But first, United Way of the Mohawk Valley found a new way to kick off its annual campaign by getting the whole community into the game.
The United Games took over FT Proctor Park with team competitions, music, food, family activities, and a message about helping people overcome barriers.
I spoke with organizers, participants, and New York State Senator Joe Griffo about, and I have the report. I'm Lily Christopher here at Proctor Park for the United Way Mohawk Valley United Games, the 2026 annual campaign kickoff. Phyllis Breland is a member of the United Way Board of Directors and chair of the Strategic Impact Committee.
So this is our official kickoff day of our fall campaign. So we thought that we'd come on down here into the community and give a fun way of helping each other out.
I am here with the Utica Royalties dance team. So we just watched you guys dance in your amazing show. Tell us a little bit about rehearsing and what went into your performance.
My name is LaQuilla Ford, and I'm one of the dance directors. Like, I help teach the kids the dances. We practice day on day. We make up new dances. They love to dance. They love to travel.
I've been dancing for a while, and it's fun.
How do you feel dancing unites your community? Do you feel dancing is an art that brings your community together?
Yeah, I think that it really brings people together and teamwork, because if everybody cooperates, then it's going to be an amazing dance.
I feel that it's very cool to be on stage and to be dancing at Utica Royalties, and I love to dance here, and I've been here for 1 year now. I like being Utica Royalties.
Keep going, keep dancing. That's my whole reputation, dancing and singing. And yeah.
I'm here with LaShawn. So LaShawn, tell me a little bit about your day at United Way today. What has it been like training these girls dance and doing this for the Utica community?
It's been a great positive effect on Utica Royalties. Let's let the community know that we are part of them. We don't mind giving our time, whatever it is that we can do to help. Somebody else might see us and it might make their day. Some other young kid might be going through something today and realize, what, I love that. That just made my day. We love to inspire everyone.
New York State Senator Joseph Griffo was an attendee at the United Games, so I caught up with him after the performance by Utica Royalties. So Joe, tell us a little bit about what did you think of the show and what brought you here today?
Well, the United Way's kickoff is very important because United Way does so much for so many different agencies who are involved in so many segments and sectors of our community, delivering services, being there for people. So when the United Way did this, is a great concept to try to encourage the community to come in as they kick off their contribution or their United Way campaign where people are making contributions. So we just wanted to be here to support them. And what a great day, what a great way and day. You got people playing games, you got great music. The girls that were dancing were phenomenal. Think of those young girls, what talent they have, right? It's just amazing. Kind of like you in journalism and your future.
Thank you. So with the dancing and the show, I know United Way is a lot about health and mental wellness and community wellness. How how do you feel that something fun and upbeat like today, how do you feel it improves health in the community and brings the community together?
That's a great question, and it's just a wholesome environment today. This is a way to show people that you can recreate, you can interact, and you can do it in a very safe environment and in a way where you can meet new friends and be there for one another. And I think that's the key here. Tell them that we're all in this together, and it's an opportunity to be there for one another, to support one another, and to enjoy the experience while we do it.
Well, we have to come together, and we have to make sure that everybody's voice is heard, and we have to make sure that direct service is happening to make everybody's life better. So that's what I want them to get from today, to get a lesson to pass on, to live on. And that's what we're about. We are the great facilitators.
Today's United Games was all about the power of bringing people together. Here at Proctor Park, I'm Lily Christopher, and you're watching Utica Phoenix 95.5 XM The Heat. The United Games turned a traditional campaign kickoff into a day when the community could come together, have fun, and learn how United Way helps people throughout the Mohawk Valley.
Utica Phoenix Media was also a sponsor of that event, and you can learn more about the United Way of the Mohawk Valley and its programs, including 211 and Ride United at unitedwaymv.org.
We'll have the full story online tonight at 9 p.m. on Ron's YouTube channel, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook accounts.
And this entire episode will be online Wednesday at 9 p.m. at uticaphoenix.net/Media Monday.
Now it's time to welcome our first in-studio guest, Nolan Hyman, a reporter and producer at WKTV News Channel 2.
Nolan is from New Hartford. He graduated from New Hartford Senior High School and Utica University, where he studied communication and media and minored in philosophy of law.
Now he is beginning his broadcasting career right here in the community he calls home.
Nolan, welcome to Hot Seat Media Monday.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
We're so happy to have you here. Now, you reported a story this morning.
Yes.
So what is your day like? What was your day like been so far as a reporter, producer, anchor at WKTV?
Honestly, it's something different every day. You don't really know what you're going to do usually the day that you're doing it. And it's very busy, it's very fun, lots of different things going on. Sometimes it can get stressful, but overall I have a blast doing it.
How do you find out what you're going to be doing for the day?
So either you'll have like an assignment grid where we have different events laid out in there, and you might get assigned to it, or you could also pitch an idea of your own. If you had a story idea that you wanted to do, and then pitch it, and then see if that's something we do that day.
So what did you do today?
So today I ended up going to Oneida County Court to cover a motion hearing for someone who was charged with murder in Rome. So
what time did you get to work?
I got into work at 8:30.
So when you go into work, do you see it on a board, Nolan, be at this place at this time for this event? Does it give you background information or?
Pretty much. I log into my computer. We have a software, and log into that, open up the grid, and then you'll see your name next to something.
Now, on that grid, or does it give you information about it to put it into context, or are you responsible for for familiarizing yourself with the situation?
A little bit. So you'll have a summary of what the event or what the story is about, but personally, for me, I think it's always good practice to do more research so I can get more context into it.
Yeah.
For example, if it's a press conference about something, I like to look more into what it is so that way I feel more prepared.
Now, for this, what did you do to prepare? What did you do when you got to the courthouse?
Well, it's actually funny you say that, because for me, I was getting ready for work this morning, and sometimes I'll end up doing research on something when I feel it's not really something I'm too familiar with. But for this was something that I was very familiar with. I had been to court a few times for this particular case. So to get ready for it, it was just making sure. So we fill out form so that way we can do media coverage inside the courtroom.
Oh, do you fill out at the courthouse?
Well, we
or is it online?
Well, we can. It's like a paper that you can like fill out anywhere and then bring it to the court.
Okay.
And then you give it to them. That's what. That's how the judge allows you to basically use cameras in the courtroom.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. Yeah. So then, how do you figure out like who the lawyer is, who to talk to? How do you talk to people at a court? Like, you probably can't get to the defendant, right? Or could you?
So, well, in this case, right now the defendant is being held in custody. So you wouldn't really be able to talk to them, but you can, after the proceeding, you can talk to the defense attorney. You can talk to the DA, Todd Carville, or whoever the DA is handling that
Who's
case.
representing them for that day? That's
right.
on site then. So, like, what do you do? Like, how do you craft that into a story? Like, say you're not able to get interviews, or are you always able to get an interview?
Usually you're always able to get an interview, or you should at least try. That's always been kind of ingrained since you kind of get started, is always look for sound, because it's one thing to have me doing a voiceover and me saying, hey, this is what happened in court today, but it's another thing to talk to the DA or the defense attorney after a trial is over and saying, what did you think about the outcome of the case, and things like that. Now,
are you able to record in the courthouse once you filled out that paper?
Yes.
Do you use your phone? Like, I don't understand, you'd use your camera to record the, what's happening there. Do you also use your phone to like record what's going on for yourself, just so you have like a transcript of the entire thing afterwards?
Yeah, usually I use the camera as kind of that audio recording, so that way I have something to look back on. But yeah, I use my phone for notes. I can also use it for photos, videos, kind of everything.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about today. What did you cover today in the courtroom besides the process?
Well, besides the process, so it was someone who was accused of murder. And they were appearing in court today for a motion hearing. And right now, the defendant, he rejected a plea offer from the people. So that means he's going to end up going to trial for his case. So this motion hearing was just a motion from the people to take a sample of his DNA, which had been something that was on the table for a few months now. But it was pretty quick, actually. Nothing much happened at today's hearing, but it's kind of all part of that process for gearing up for trial.
Yes. What will this trial period look like?
Usually the trial period, it's filled with hearings, pre-trial conferences / hearings. You'll have like the Huntley hearing, the suppression hearing, and what it is as the defendant is preparing to go to trial, both sides are meeting together to figure out what evidence is going to be presented. Like the suppression hearing I just mentioned, that tells you what evidence can and cannot be told at trial or presented to the jury.
How will you make it interesting?
To make it interesting...
How did you make it interesting today?
So for this, I think that to make any story, as you say, interesting, is to always give it context. In news, you can get lost. You can forget that people might not know about the stabbing that occurred back in April. So to make something interesting is to give it context and to give people more information.
Like why it's interesting.
Right.
Or why it's important or significant.
Yeah, to give them more of an understanding of what it is you're talking about. So this is kind of a technical question. While you're in the courtroom, you're probably thinking about what you're going to say for your intro and your outro. You have to record that yourself usually, right? You don't have a cameraman. So like me and Lily, we're just at 2 events this past weekend, and one of the things that we think about is like, what are we going to say at the end to sum it up, to bring it together? It must be a lot more difficult when you're covering a case where
there's legal issues, and you have to be really careful what you say. I've done stories about things like that too, like where I actually what I actually do is like run through ChatGPT what I should say, so I'm saying it exactly right. But you want to have the opportunity really to do that if you're in the moment. So how do you think about like how am I going to sum this up the minute it gets done and get it recorded and back to the studio?
Well, like when I'm shooting a stand-up, after everything is over in court that day, what I always make sure to do is I always check the terms I'm using. Because even if I'm like really familiar with them, I never want to misuse them or say something. Because it really is something when you're doing your stand-ups, you're kind of on the fly. But you do have to make sure to check what you're using. So are you thinking during it, like, what am I going to say? How am I going to intro it? How am I going to do that? And so, like, do you write that out in terms of notes, or do you just plan it in your head? It depends on what it is. Sometimes I use my notes. Sometimes I write out a script. Or sometimes I just get in front of the camera and I'm like, all right, time to just say whatever I think I should say at that moment. And just kind of, I don't know, it's kind of like a improvisational at some point.
Well, we both know. Lily and I, so like, it's something that like we work with too. Like it's hard to get that into like gel it into like one sentence to cap everything together. So coming up, Lily and I will take you inside the Mohawk Valley Latino Association's 20th Annual Latino Festival.
Then Nolan will tell us more about covering the news and building trust in his hometown.
I'm Ron Klopfanstein.
And I'm Lily Christopher.
And you're listening to Hot Seat Media Monday on 95.5 FM The Heat. We'll have more after the break. I'm Ron Klopfanstein.
And I'm Lily Christopher.
WKTV reporter and producer Nolan Hyman is still here with us, and we'll continue our conversation with him in just a moment.
But first, the Mohawk Valley Latino Association marked a major milestone this weekend, 20 years of bringing the community together through culture, music, food, and pride.
Lily and I explored the Latino Festival at Hanna Park and talked with people we met along the way.
Everywhere we turned, we found music, movement, food, family, and people eager to share cultures from across Latin America.
Jim Hale was our photojournalist, and Lily and I have this report. I'm Ron Klopfanstein.
And I'm Lily Christopher here at Hanna Park
for the Mohawk Valley Latino Association's 20th Annual Latino Festival. Sonia Martinez was one of the organizers of the event. We asked her what being Latino meant to her.
I'm very proud. I'm a Dominican born and grew here in the United States. And I consider myself just as an American, just as you.
So what should we check out first? The food or the vendors?
Oh my God.
The food?
I don't know. I haven't tried anything, but I'm going to.
Well, we're going to.
There's Dominican, Colombian, Puerto Rican, Ecuadorian.
This one we call granizados.
Okay.
It's like ice with syrup or whatever flavor that you want.
Oh,
and she also do the piñatas in Spanish. And this one in here too. His business is like for parties.
For parties?
Yes.
Oh, I see, yeah. So I think that ice kind of sounds good. Should we try one of those?
Yes,
could we try one of your ices?
Yes.
Okay.
So she wants to bring to you for free.
Oh my gosh, look at this.
Looks like a party.
Look at this. Oh my gosh, I have got to try this. This looks like an ice cream sundae here.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hey, she's back. Oh, we're going to get you on camera. We got to get you a little microphone here.
Uno solo de fresa y el otro que usted los sabores que usted piense que son buenos, son ricos. Dile que somos de Ecuador.
Is strawberry creams.
Oh my gosh. I love it. There's like M&M's on top of it.
Yeah.
It's like an ice cream sundae.
Yes.
So what's your favorite thing here?
Probably the strawberries.
I don't know.
The strawberry cream.
you stand here. Thank you. ¿De dónde? Ni de la ciudad. Ponte para allá. No, ponte para allá. Very, very good.
Hello. I love your outfit. Jose, tell us a little bit about why you came today.
To celebrate Latino celebrations.
Yes, and what does the Latino Celebrations Day mean for you? How has it affected you?
It's good, the food, the music, the environment's good. I like it. I come every year.
Hi, Valentina. I love that name.
So what's today all about?
Well, I'm the coordinator for the Grupo Raíces del Ritmo Caribeño. I've been the coordinator since 2023. And, it's so fortunate that I can get the experience to teach these little girls, to share with them. They're so smart, they're so amazing and so beautiful, which is a pleasure.
So, Valentina, are you having fun?
Yeah.
So have you performed today? Are you performing? Or?
Yeah.
I think you're a dancer, right?
Yeah.
Right?
So today is all about culture. It's about community, about being together.
Yeah.
And sharing a little bit of our Latino heritage with everybody here in the city of Utica, New York. The Latino community in the Mohawk Valley is more vibrant than ever.
At Hanna Park, I'm Ron Klopfanstein.
And I'm Lily Christopher.
For 95.5 FM, The Heat. The Latino Festival has grown tremendously over the past 20 years, and that growth reflects the strength and vibrancy of the Latino community right here in the Mohawk Valley.
And everywhere we went, people were eager to share their food, music, culture, and pride with the entire community.
We'll have that full story online Tuesday at 9 p.m. on my YouTube channel, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook accounts.
Nolan Hyman from WKTV is still with us. So Nolan, tell me a little bit about why did you choose, as such a recent graduate of college, what made you choose the TV and broadcasting part of journalism and communications, and what made you decide to go into this field?
I would say that kind of what made me get started is, well, back when I was in like high school, I was on the swim team, and I just recently taught myself how to do photography and all of this stuff. So I liked the camera portion of it, and then I ended up in high school doing a documentary on my swim team. So I was always into capturing stories, talking to real people, and getting to know real experiences. And then I went on to college to major in communications and media, and I fell in love with what journalism can serve in society, which is giving people a better understanding, giving people more knowledge about the world around them, because I have that same curiosity about wanting to know more, and believing that the more knowledge that we have, the better society essentially can function.
Yes, and I know you minored in political science. Do you feel that in the world so much chaos and corruption in parts of the world is because they are not in the know of what's going on, because they lack news and they lack the foundations and access to media?
To talk about chaos, I would say that what society is always in need of is information, and a better informed society. And the thing is I am always looking to know more about the world around me. Like we were talking earlier about the court proceeding. It's like there was a point where I didn't know anything about that, and knowing more about it helped me, or I'm covering it, helped me understand it better, helped me understand the criminal justice system better, things like that. And I think that when people have truthful information in their toolbox, they're able to have better conversations with each other. Because no matter what opinion you have on whatever topic there is, there always should be a type of discourse where we can find an understanding with each other.
Yes. Where we understand with each other and where we communicate. I know that in the journalism world, you have to separate what you know from your story. Certain things you can't repeat, certain things you hear, but you don't know if they're true because you don't know if you heard them from a reliable source. I, as a recent graduate, and as are you last year, did you ever have a project, because I had this project, or a moment in your career where you see something happen and you think, oh my God, this would be such a good story, but you have that kind of like journalism and communications ethic and conduct moment where you say, I could break the news and I could get so much success and so much money, but you don't cover the story out of respect or out of guidelines. Have you ever had that moment?
I think there's always that moment underlying in my head about I don't really think about the success or the success that can come from a story because I don't like thinking about it like that. I like thinking about it in a very human way because that's what helps you do the job. That's what helps you deal with the different stories and the different experiences that you encounter. But as to if there's ever been something where I don't know if I should cover something, I would say yes. There's always something that you have to verify.
Where did you go to high school?
New Hartford.
So your swim documentary, your work has come a long way since then. I'm sure. How has your work developed since that time? Like, what have you learned about media in that time?
Yeah, the reason I laugh a little bit is because yes, if I did watch that documentary, I would.
It was probably really good for a high school kid,
yes,
though. I mean, obviously you're doing this now, so you had talent.
Yeah, it was. I guess it was down to everything. It was the way I compose camera shots from that to how I talk to people.
How do you talk to people now? It's different than then.
Well, as a high schooler, I was very awkward, very socially awkward, and now,
So media probably helped break you out of that shell. It certainly did with me, so I would say probably with you to a degree too.
Yeah, it did, because in college I even did a talk show because I minored in philosophy of law, so I was very interested in philosophy. And bring people together to talk about different issues that were going on. So I had this talk show where I would go out onto the Utica campus and ask questions to students. But as a college student, I was terrified. I was so awkward and I was afraid and kind of insecure about it of am I being weird when I talk to people? But now it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of...
How did you get over that?
I would say...
Just forcing yourself, probably, pushing yourself out there.
Ooh, a few things. One of the biggest things is realizing that people are sometimes just as nervous to talk to you as you might be to them. And also kind of realizing that there's kind of a nexus point where if you're nervous, you kind of use that. Because, I'm talking to college students on my campus, and, they're just as nervous as I am. But if I say to them, not say, oh, I'm nervous, but if you kind of, use that energy to be like, okay, let me make a joke to loosen things up, even if I'm asking about serious things or something like that, just relating to people, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Who are some people that you watched or listened to or read in media as you were growing up, or even now, as inspiration?
Oh, as inspiration, I would say, honestly, right here in my local hometown, which was WKTV. My grandparents and I, Angela and Robin, we would always watch WKTV when I came home from school, and it was always something I saw. So watching that was kind of like the inspiration as to what news can do for the community.
Yeah.
And being that you said it helped you break out of your shell, not only to your younger self, but if you could tell high school Nolan where he would you be happy with yourself? And for somebody else who's growing up and who wants to go into journalism, what would you say the greatest piece of advice would be for them to get to where you are right now?
I would say that you're going to have a lot of fears. You're going to always feel like you have something to be insecure about. You're always going to feel doubt, which is the biggest thing that can come out of this. But from the people in my life that have always taught me is that learning is probably the best thing that you can do. And, you know, that's what I would tell people, is always be curious about the world around you. Ask questions, because that's really how I ended up learning. I mean, I started at WKTV, but I didn't really know anything. I had actually never worked in a studio before.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, even in college.
Even in college?
Well, not like a newsroom, but like something.
Yeah.
But yeah,
what did you do in college? Were you with a radio station or the Tangerine or?
I bounced between, or kind of did at the same time, radio the Tangerine and TV.
Okay, so you have some both print and TV experience too. What did you learn that's really valuable? You know, I always try to talk to people about the benefits of college education, and there's just things that you learn about how to think and how to approach life and how to approach your profession in college that you can only get from college, from that deep kind of study. What are some things that you learned at Utica University?
I would say that when going into any profession, especially media, you have to know what the impact of media is going to be. So, one class I took, media criticism, we talked a lot about Marshall McLuhan, media theory, and how essentially how information is perceived.
Yeah.
And that really gave me perspective on the responsibility that you have to have while being a journalist.
That is so important.
And if there was your first year out of college, you've been navigating, probably learning so much, you knew so much. If there was one thing that you learned this year from being in the real world that you wish you could have learned while you were at Utica University, what would it be?
I gotta think about that one. I would say one thing that I definitely learned in my first year of doing this is that it's okay to talk to people. Again, like, I was very awkward in college, or at least I think I was. I don't know, probably. But it's really like, just step out of your comfort zone. I know that's easier said than done, but I mean, that was the biggest thing that I had to learn coming out of my first year.
Yes. Nolan, thank you.
Nolan, where can people find more of your work?
So I have my Facebook page, which is just, oh God, I forgot what it was, but Nolan Hyman.
We'll put a link to it on ours, you know, and of course you go to WKTV, you can look up your work there. I watched some of your stories about BJ's coming to the mall. That's kind of exciting news. I hope it helps Singertown Mall. So Nolan, it's great to see a young journalist launch his career right here at home. We wish you continued success at WKTV.
Thank you so much for joining us, Nolan.
Thank you.
Coming up, Hawa Peters from Utica Royalties joins us to preview this Saturday's Royal Roots and Rhythms Festival at Hanna Park. Oh, I'm Ron Klopfanstein.
And I'm Lily Christopher.
And you listen to the Hot Seat Media Monday on 95.5 FM The Heat. We'll have more after the break. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Hot Seat on this Media Monday. I'm Ron Klopfanstein.
And I'm Lily Christopher.
Joining us now is Hawa Peters, founder and executive director of Utica Royalties, and LaShawn Ford, her assistant from Utica Royalties. She's here too.
Hi Ron, thank you for having us back.
Hey Hawa, we're so glad that you're here. So you guys have some events coming up. You have an event coming up this Saturday, right?
Yes.
Tell us about this event.
Go ahead. Oh, okay.
So it's the, I'm sorry guys, for the ones that are listening at home, I do want to introduce LaShawn Ford. She's here with me today at the radio station.
And we actually just heard her earlier today. She was in our story about the United Way.
Yes. And let me tell you, this lady makes miracles.
What does she do?
You know what? She should tell people what she does.
Let's ask her.
Hello, my name is LaShawn Ford, and what I do, I am assistant to Hawa Peters. I help her with the kids. I go to the performances. I hold the kids down for her during classes, whatever it is that she need me to do. Basically,
it's a lot of work. You were at the United Games this past week.
Yes, I was, and then we went and supported Angie at the back to school.
Oh, you were at that too.
Yes,
me and Lily were at that too. Oh no, Lily, you weren't at that one. I was. I was at that. I get so confused. There were so many events this
we went to just support. Yeah. I know.
Well, it's so great to see like the people helping each other. Like when I see people from different groups support each other, that is really nice.
Yeah, it was awesome.
So, are you involved in this Royal Roots and Rhythms Festival?
Yes, my girls will be dancing. We will be having some performances there.
So what will this event be like? Like if people go to, is this at Hanna Park too?
This event is at Hanna Park, and it's from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. It's free for the community, and we're like really excited about this event because it's the first one.
The first time.
The first one. But you know, with Utica Royalties, we have to do it again. So next year there's another Roots, there's another Royal Roots and Rhythm Festival.
So how do you envision this? Like, what'll it be like if you go there to Hanna Park on Saturday? You get there at like noon. What are people going to see?
They're gonna experience culture and community because there's gonna be a lot of culture food, precisely African food, and also like African dances. So basically it's an African fest almost. But with the community as well. With that being said, we are having performances that are different cultures. We have the Hilda Jordan will be there. She will be doing salsa. We have Tisho, who's a Afro hip hop artist.
Oh, cool.
And we have Zoki Nelson. He's coming all the way from Schenectady.
Right.
Thank you. English is not my first
That's
language.
a tough one. Well, you're doing good.
And he's coming. He's going to be doing drumming. I know he's going to bring his people. He's actually a very famous drummer from Ghana, and he's coming to Utica. So we're excited. And then the Griffo group, they're also taking the stage. They'll be doing some drumming.
That's great. So you got like 5 different acts in 4 hours. That's a lot of entertainment.
I'm excited about the African Masquerade. We brought it out before, but it's time we bring it out again.
What's that? What's the African Masquerade?
Oh my goodness! It's each African country has they have some sort of African masquerade.
Oh, like a face mask.
Like a face mask, but the whole body is covered.
Oh, really?
And some of it is like society-wise, like the men's society or the female society. And it's kind of, some of it is spiritual. Ours is only for entertainment. I have to say that.
Neat.
We're not working with spirits or anything like that. It's pure entertainment.
Well, it sounds great. So, like, will people be like there'll be like people in costume? Like,
yes, so they will be in costumes and doing traditional dances.
Oh, wow. So, like, will someone say like what they are, what they represent, and stuff like?
I mean, again, different countries in Africa has different masquerade. They use it in celebration of pretty much anything. It could be death, it could be birth, it could be a birthday or a wedding.
So tell me a little bit more. You said somebody's coming from Ghana. Wait.
He's coming from Schenectady. Did I say that right?
Yes. Schenectady.
Yes, and he was born in Ghana. He's from Ghana.
What does it mean to have all this culture right here locally? How does Utica highlight your culture? Do you feel that this big day really reflects on your culture, and what is it like bringing this event to life and putting everything together?
Amazing. I mean, like, just the excitement. And one thing I love about Utica is everyone is so everybody is so like accepting, you know, of culture and just like the Latino Fest yesterday, it was amazing.
Right.
I was there
So
for
much
a
stuff.
minute.
Yeah.
20 years. That's
Yeah.
wow. That's amazing. You know, that's a record. But Utica just love culture. Is like that melting point, and everyone can be who they are and express their culture. And that's one thing that
It's a great place.
it's
for
great
that.
for Utica.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel Utica Royalties, for how they put together all these events and they sponsor all these things, like even the dance this past weekend, the United Way. How does all like do these events build what Utica Royalties is? Like, what do people not see with Utica Royalties?
Well, there is one crazy lady that sits in her house and come up with all this crazy ideas. I'm not gonna name anyone. Hawa. but the whole point when we started this and still doing it, Utica Royalty mission is to provide a safe space for youth to express their talent and thrive. And with that being said, we have all these events like the talent show.
Yeah, the talent
that
show.
we had last
Daisy was
week.
was the MC.
MC.
Had to be a judge.
Yeah.
That was really fun.
And we also have the New York State Fair coming up,
Oh, right,
which
right,
is going to be
yeah.
like the 50th in a row we performing
Yes.
at the New York State Fair.
Yes.
So we just having a platform for the kids to express themselves, express their talent, explore new options, and the big thing is they get to stay out from the street. They get to be busy. They get to be something positive. They get to engage with their community.
So how, you know, I see these events like every weekend. What did you actually do? Like, what happens when you have an idea for an event? What are some of your first steps of making this happen?
I write it down.
You write it
so
down?
I don't forget.
Do you start with the location, or do you start with the guest, or what do you start with? Like, how does a person go from like, oh, I have this cool idea, to it's going to be Saturday, and here's the flyer. Like, all the millions of steps in between, but what are some of the broad strokes? Like, what are the first things you do?
So, again, write it down and make it happen. With Utica, I've learned that there's like a millions event in one day.
Competition, yeah.
So
Right.
we are actually not competing with
Well,
anyone.
no, but I mean, there is a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And that's a factor, you know.
Yeah, and we make our events, yes, we look at possibility that there's going to be 3 or 4 and people might choose where they go.
Right,
But we're
right.
always grateful that the people that choose to come to our events is because they want to be there and they want to continue to support the youth and the families that we serve.
And what's so nice about it too is like these events, like a lot of these events that we cover, lately, they're free. So you come here for a while, soak up some of this culture, go to the next thing, do some of that, you know.
They're 100% free. We go out. So after writing it down, is looking for money, looking for sponsors, you know, looking for the right time and calling
How did you
my
pick
lady.
this date? Yeah, your volunteers you got to get together,
My
right?
volunteers, staff,
Right.
everyone, and say, okay, does this day work? If not, let's push it, you know.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
we try to get most of our events done by the end of the summer.
So how long did it take you to plan this event?
She's giving
I must
away
say
my
probably a lot
secret.
longer than a lot longer than people think. I would imagine, right?
Much longer because this event was originally supposed to be in June.
Okay. Yeah.
But it got postponed to
Yeah.
August. So events like this is like 6 months to a year.
Right,
You know.
right.
And for next year, actually, everything that we're doing is already being planned right now.
It must make it a little
So-
easier the second year. But like the first
Yeah.
year, how did you come up with this title? Like even the name, like how do you come up with the name for the first time?
We're all royalty in our own way.
I like royalty, yeah.
each-
all the R's together works good.
Yeah, each family. Yeah, there is a lot of R. I
Yeah.
just seen that. Each family has a story. I'm sorry. Go ahead, honey.
I'm
Go ahead,
sorry.
Will. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Each family has a story, and most of our families probably have royal roots in it, and we're
Yeah,
all royalty.
In the music, you know.
And the
rhythms,
music and the
beats.
rhythms is the drums, the music. So
Yep.
to not work a day in your life. That's what they say. You do something you love.
If you do what you love, yes,
you
right.
never
It
work a
doesn't feel
day in
like
your
you work.
life. You got talents, pursue your talents. You got skills, work on your skills. That's the dream I have for our youth, you know. Live your dreams, live your life, and you never work a day. I've had to quit multiple jobs just to continue this work, you know.
Yeah.
And then for our families, support the youth, and then also families need support.
Oh yeah.
So just be open. There's other resources out there as well. So whatever we can connect you to, or whoever we can connect you to, we can.
I love
but
the
for
way
our
you
youth,
like.
it's just live your dream, live your life.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's amazing the way you like help the kids broaden their horizons, like by taking them to places like the fair and to like water safari and stuff like that. You went there too, right?
We haven't got to water
Oh, I
safari
think
yet,
different group.
but
But
thank you
you're
for
always
bringing
doing
that.
stuff though.
Yes,
so, like,
we went to
yeah.
the Boonsville Fair. but
That's one thing.
if there's anybody out there wants to donate some money to take the kids to water safari, we'll be happy to.
There's still
okay.
a week of summer left.
Yes,
you know,
you can go to our website at uticaroyalties.org, on Facebook, Utica Royalties. Phone number is 315-224-5277, or even email uticaroyalties@gmail.com. We take all kind of donation. You want to sponsor us to take the kids to water safari?
That's
We'll love
right.
that.
So,
Put it on top of our
LaShawn, let me
list.
ask you, how has being involved with this group, how has it changed you? It has such a great effect on the kids. And like Hawa, obviously, you've really blossomed and it's huge success here. How has it changed you, LaShawn?
Oh, being with Utica Royalties, I've been with Utica Royalties going on 6 years now. And when I say it has been an amazing, just to see the growth in the kids. Because when I first started, these kids was little. And now, like, they up to my shoulders. So when I say it's just to see the joy on their faces every day when they come in, like we doing our camp now. We've been doing it now for a whole summer, and it's just like I go and pick them up in the morning. Hi, Miss Ford. You know, just the joy on their faces that brightens up their day to say, you know, we made it through we made it. So we're going to succeed in this day, just to see them succeed in whatever that is that they want to do in life. Like Miss Hawa said, you know, our mission is just to make them happy. You know what I mean? And it's just been amazing. It's just, being with the youth has just been definitely amazing to me. And growth.
Yeah.
Just being around Hawa.
I feel like she's downplaying a little bit of what she does. I mean, with the kids and the parents, she stay connected, and
I have a great communication with the kids. Yes, I do, and with their parents. Yeah, I do all of our text messaging, letting the parents know, you know, inviting them to the inviting them to the events. When it comes to the performances, it's like, listen, okay, these are the songs we're gonna pick. These are the uniforms we're gonna pick, because we're not gonna go just on any. We need to be all unified. Sneakers at all times. We don't play clogs and nothing like that, because we don't want the children to get hurt. So we specifically say only sneakers to dance.
Yeah.
We have openings, so if anybody want to come out and join we're willing to take it. Or volunteer parents, you know, if you want to come volunteer, you know, we're acceptable to that.
Right.
And it's open. We have an open door policy that they can come in. Even if they children is performing, they feel like they want to come to see their child perform. We're not going to tell you no that you can't come. You know what I mean? We had a parent that came with us Saturday to see her daughter Bella for the very first time ever performing anywhere. Yes, and that was her very first performance, and her mother was so happy.
I'll bet she was.
Because she's shy.
Yeah.
So it broke her out of her shyness.
That's one of the great things about your group and groups like this. And like Nolan was talking about it too, is way performing can bring you out of your shell.
Yes, a lot of our kids
definitely did
it's
for
like,
me. So.
Oh my God, I've never done this before, Miss Ford. I'm nervous. But then when they get up there, you can't ever tell that they're nervous.
And it changes them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they be looking forward to the next performance.
So Hawa, how can people get more information about not just about the event coming up this Saturday, but also about Utica Royalties in general and all the great things you're going to be doing?
They can check out our website at uticaroyalties.org. We're on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. We have a YouTube channel. So just go on Facebook, type in Utica Royalties, Google it, Utica Royalties.
Very easy to find.
Instagram, Utica Royalties, TikTok. You can actually find some of our videos there.
Yeah, right.
From the classes and all the work that we do. So you can find them on social media.
And they're always out in the community too.
And we are at 730 Broadway, right across the street from City Hall.
That's where you guys have your own offices now, and classrooms and stuff. Congratulations on
So if anyone wants to send a check, the address is 730 Broadway, right across the street from City Hall. I'm just making sure.
Good, you gotta get that in there. Yes. Send them some tickets to Water Safari there, you know? Our thanks to Hawa Peter and LaShawn Ford for joining us tonight.
Thank you, guys.
And I gotta go, but let me just say thank you to our sponsors for this event: New York State Folklore, Chobani, and then the Division of Criminal Justice Services, Project Rice, to make this event possible. The Royal Roots and Rhythm Festival. Thank you.
Wow, good for them.
Again, the Royal Roots and Rhythms Festival is this Saturday from noon to 4 p.m. at Hanna Park in Utica.
The event is free and open to everyone. For more information and vendor opportunities, visit uticaroyalties.org or call 315-224-5277. I don't have my glasses. Was that the right number there?
Yes. Yes.
I did it in 16-point font, but I'm not good enough, I guess. And Lily, thank you for co-hosting this entire hour and for reporting on to both of today's field stories.
Thank you, Ron. Thank you, everybody. I had a great time.
Thank you.
This entire episode of Hot Seat Media Monday will be online Wednesday night at uticaphoenix.net/Media Monday.
Yes.
And I'm Ron Klopfanstein. We'll be back next week with another Hot Seat Media Monday.
Thank you.
This is Ron Klopfanstein. Meet me in the Hot Seat every Monday at 5 p.m. for Hot Seat Media Mondays on 95.5 FM, The Heat.